Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel and thank you for tuning in. For those who are new, welcome to my channel. I am Mika and we're about to do some makeup. So today's video we're going to be reviewing this trend on this Milk of Magnesium that I heard everybody doing, and they was using it as a primer. So I went and bought some Milk of Magnesium and we are about to use this as a primer. This goes for like oily skins. If you have like a very oily skin tone, which I do, like my skin is literally oily and it's not even high. So we finna try this Milk of Magnesium trend to see how good this work with used as a primer. So let's do this. Alright, so to start it off, I just poured a little bit of Milk of Magnesium into this top. It is really thick, so I don't really know. The consistency is really, really thick. But we're gonna see what the hype is about. So I'm just applying it to my skin. I don't know how much I should apply, so I'm just gonna apply the amount I would apply as a primer. Oh, that's too much. It is minty. It's like toothpaste. Alright. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose. My nose be like super shiny. Some of this in my beauty blender. Like that. It's not yet dry, so I'm going to wait a little bit for it to dry completely. Alright. I'm going to now apply the foundation and little spots on my face. And just start blending that in with my beauty blender. And just start dabbing it in the places that I did not apply the foundation. Alright, when I do my eyebrows, usually I use the eyebrow pencil, so we're going to be using this eyebrow pencil in the shade Rich Chocolate. So I'm going to first use a spoolie to just straighten out the hairs on my eyebrows. I'm trying not to cut my eyebrows so they are like all over the place. I start off by usually just outlining my eyebrows with the eyebrow pencil, so I'm just going to start off by just outlining where I need to fill it in. I'm going to do the same with this brow. Just outline it to where I need to fill it in. Like that. And then I just fill it in. Alright, after filling it in, I take the spoolie again, and then I start pushing it towards the center of my face. So, what's wrong with this camera? Start pushing it towards the front like that. And then I brush it up. Push it towards the center, and then brush it up. Push it towards the center, and then brush it up. And I do the same thing with the other eye. I push it towards the center, and then brush it up. And it look like this afterwards. Do our eyebrows, we can use the concealer now to conceal. The concealer that I'm using is going to be by Maybelline as well, and it is in the shade, I don't know, Honey Mill. Yeah. So I'm going to use a little bit of this. I'm actually going to mix the two concealers, so I'm going to mix this Maybelline concealer because it's this shade. Alright, so the two concealers that I decided to mix was my CoverGirl Clean Matte Concealer and my Maybelline concealer, because it's two different shades. See. Alright guys, so we're going to start off by using one of my flat brushes. This is a flat angle brush out of my set. One of my sets I got from Amazon. And I'm just applying that concealer underneath of my brow to define my brow. Alright, now I'm going to take my brush that I used to blend out my concealer and blend out the concealer around my eyebrows, avoiding my eyebrow. This helps transition the concealer that we just used to the foundation that we already applied to our face. Alright, after blending that in, we're going to go ahead and apply our concealer. The concealer that I'm applying is my CoverGirl Clean Matte Concealer. The same one I used to conceal my eyebrows. I'm going to apply this under my eye, my nose, my chin, and the top of my lip. This is to highlight my face. I'm going to then go in with a beauty blender, the same one I used for my foundation, and blend out my concealer. Alright, now I'm going to go in back under my eyes with my concealer. This concealer is a different concealer. It's the one by Maybelline. And I'm going to blend that out as well. Alright, after making sure everything is well blended, I'm going to go in with my JLaRue translucent powder, and I'm going to just apply a small thin layer under my eyes to set that concealer, and I'm going to apply it just where I applied the concealer. I'm then going to go in with my black Radiance loose setting powder, and this is in the shade Banana, and I'm going to go over where I applied the translucent powder and just apply that to my highlights. Alright, after smoothly blending that in, we're going to go in with this contour palette and start our contour process. Usually I don't apply a thick line because this is very highly pigmented and I didn't want it to be super dark on my face. I'm going to contour my nose in this video as well. Just by applying these lines in the center of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and just applying a little bit of that contour on the bottom of my nose as well. I know this look crazy, but trust the process. I'm going to go in with my flat brush from Juvia's and just blend that contour out on my face. After blending that contour out, I'm going to then go into my e.l.f. palette, which is my eyeshadow, and I'm going to use that warm brown color and set that contour. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my powder brush, and I'm going to brush away any excess powder that might be on my face, just to really blend that highlight and contour together. After that, I'm going to actually blend out the contour on my nose, and doing that, I'm going to just take that brush and blend it away from the center of my face, avoiding the bridge of my nose because I want to keep that part highlighted. I'm just going around that particular part, so all you can see is like that light highlighted bridge of the nose. That's the purpose. After doing that, I'm going to go in with my powder brush and just try to set. I didn't add any more contour powder to that. I didn't add any more of that shade to that brush. I'm just using whatever shade that was left on that brush and applying it. Alright, now we're going to go in with our concealer and just use that and use a fine line. Put it right in the center of your nose and right at the tip of your nose. I'm going to take my brush that I used to blend out that concealer and blend it out. After doing that, I'm going to take my loose setting powder and just set my nose. So I'm just going to take that flat part right there and press it one time on the side of my nose. And I'm going to do that for the other side as well. Concealer to the lid and then set the lid. I'm now applying my CoverGirl concealer to my eyelid. And I'm just going to blend that out using a very soft, fluffy brush to make sure that the blend is nice, smooth, and seamless. I have extremely hooded eyes, as you know, and I say in all my videos. So I make sure that my eyes is super blended and super smooth, and I make sure that I set my concealer so that it will not have any creases on my eyelid when I'm done. I'm now blending out that powder that I put on my nose. I'm just going to blend that and press it into my nose. After that, I'm going to take my contour brush that I use to contour my nose and just put more product on it. Just not putting a lot of product, but just enough to see that shadow. I'm now going into my Juvia's Nomad palette, and I'm going to apply that gold shimmer to my cheekbones. I don't like to use too much shimmer, so I am going to remove a little bit of that shimmer a little bit later. Like, I don't like it to be too shiny. I don't like the Tan Man. I just want to look glow. Now we're going to apply a little bit of shimmer to the bridge of our nose and the tip of our nose. After applying that shimmer, I'm going to go in with my black Radiance pressed powder, and I'm going to use that around the areas that I use to contour, just to bring out that contour a little bit more. And I also use this like as my bronzer, so I don't really use a bronzer. I just use this as a bronzer. After that, I'm going to apply my eyeliner. Applying this eyeliner is just for my eyelashes, the eyelashes that I'm going to put on my falsies. So that's the only reason why I'm applying this to the top of my eyelid. I'm going to take that mascara and remove whatever concealer or foundation ended up on my eyelash. I'm going to remove that off so that my eyelash can blend with the falsies. I'm going to also apply it to the bottom of my eyelash, but it's a struggle for me. Like, I've always struggled with applying mascara to the bottom of my lash. I don't know why. And I'm super clumsy, as you can see. But I got it on there. I'm going to go off camera and apply my lashes. Alright. So this is my lashes. Now I'm going to go into my contour palette and line my lips with that contour shade, that dark brown, the darkest brown in that shade, in that palette. And I'm just lining my lips using this as a lip liner. I use this because you can easily ombre any color with this contour cream. Like, any color you can ombre with this cream. And it stays, it doesn't move. Like, I love it. After applying that to my lips, I'm going to go in and apply some of my pink matte lipstick just to give it like this ombre effect. But yeah, this is definitely a go-to look, a look you can use if you don't want to apply too much color or eyeshadow or anything. But this is definitely the finished look. This is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching this video. Tune in for more videos like this and subscribe to my channel. And to the next video. Bye, y'all.